I love Florida. I love living here. You always get little surprises. On my way to a barbecue, and this is what I get. A little treat from Mother Nature. Let's put her on his way. Go ahead, little one. Go ahead, little one.
So right now we're pushing record on mine.
By the way,
'Cause
we're
this is-
recording. We're going to record a
This
little
is-
hanging with labs.
So yeah, so like
and a Camp Kenan bonus.
a few years ago, Kenan was like, "Why don't you do this YouTube thing?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And now here we are.
Right.
This is episode I think 31 or 32.
No way. Yeah.
And it's the guy that the reason why I even took it up is right here.
You know, he's had a pretty incredible life, and he's met a lot of people, and that's why I thought, dude, you need to be talking to all your friends.
Here we are.
All right, what do you want to ask me?
Hanging with LAVS, and we're doing Camp Kenan.
We're multitasking, man. But here's what I want. Here's what I personally want to get out of this whole situation is, I would love some of you folks, if you're interested in this stuff, you want to, listen to a funny, cool dude, check out his YouTube channel, Hanging with LAVS, and I just thought it'd be fun to rap with you, man.
We can just go right down the same path as what you were just saying. So I personally think to be good at something, you have to have passion, and you would do it for free, then you'll be good at it.
Definitely.
So,
man.
and if you're good at it, the money will follow.
That's so cool, because that's something my dad always told me. Because back in the day, like, when I said to my dad, I want to be a pro bike rider, I'm going to go ride a bike. My dad's a blue collar union dude. You know my dad.
Yeah, love him.
He's coming from a place of fear in the way, like, when he heard that, he was like, I could get you a job in the union, you'll be making $2,500 a week, because in his day, that's what you did.
All of a sudden, you moved to Vegas, you built Lake Mead in the backyard, and
I
all
did.
of a sudden,
Lake Mead was not stoked when I moved.
Dude.
It's a desert out here, and I built like a 30-foot by 25-foot wide
pond
turtle
right
pond.
up the street from my house, and that was Camp Kenan.
That was
and
the
I
genesis,
really
yeah.
believe that Big B started calling you Camp Kenan. Like he started saying, he said it first. I've known Big B for 20 years, so he was saying, "Oh, Camp Kenan's here."
Yeah.
And like he would always clown you because you had all the turtles.
I did. I had turtles, but I'm also a loudmouth.
Yeah.
I really believe, like, if your intentions are pure, if you're coming from a cool spot, like, look, man, I'm trying to have fun, educate people about animals, save animals.
You love reptiles.
And here's another thing, man. This is another thing that drives me crazy, lads. So, conservation, right? Like, or saving animals. Like, why do you save animals?
Because they can't speak. I'm like, that dude's probably hungry or thirsty, so he needs help.
Okay, so exactly. Like, you can look at it that way. I look at it a different way too, man. I look at it like this. Like, I love new people. I love people that don't know anything, because that's the person you're going to really affect.
Yeah.
That's the person you're going to set on this right track, right? When I do my thing, it's from a selfish place, straight up. Like, everyone thinks, oh, you're so, well, dude, really, I'm selfish. I love these animals. I'm doing this because I don't want to do anything else. Like, yeah, they don't have a voice, this and that. That's what you do it for.
Right.
But for me, it's like, man, I fucking love working with those animals. It just brings me joy. I just want people to be educated, to love the animals, to get enjoyment out of them. It's like, you'd find rattlesnakes out here.
The only rattlesnake I ever killed, I still have the story. You know what I mean? And that was because his dumbass went underneath a whole entire thing of firewood, and I have 5 dogs. So, I was in flip-flops, and this rattlesnake comes out, and I'm like, all right, let's go get the trash can, because usually I just go get the trash can, then get the shovel, fling him into the trash can with the shovel, or scare him into the trash can with the shovel, banging the shovel, and then he'd go into the trash can. And then I would be able to bring him out in the desert, flip him down there, good to go.
Peace.
No problems. But then his dumbass went underneath the fire stack of 6-foot tall firewood that I had back there. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
You're not doing yourself any favors.
No, you're not doing me any favors. I'll tell you that. I'm trying to save your life here. Yeah. And so then I had to, take all the firewood off. Long story short, I saw his belly. I tickled him, and I had to cut his head off. But he was being a jerk.
All working towards this really cool philanthropic thing, and you just lay into.
But because he's gonna kill my dogs. So then I was like, dude, I gotta put him out in front, and so he's not wasted. So I put him out in front of the driveway so all the other snakes knew. Don't come into my house.
And you see, this is the perfect chance for me to.
And
The moral of the story is to watch Camp Kenan. Hold on. The moral of the story is to watch Camp Kenan, and don't cut the heads off snakes.
Never. Don't. Because I still feel bad about it. That's what I'm telling
so
you.
you're telling the story because you feel bad about it.
Yeah, because I still feel bad about it. I'm still like,
okay,
whatever, dude. I was 25 or something. You know what I mean?
No, that makes
15
sense.
years ago.
So it's a cautionary
Yeah,
tale.
you're like, dude, you don't need to kill nothing. I can't even kill a bug.
He's honest. You could have kind of, glossed over that segment of your life, but I'm glad you didn't. So now everyone knows. But it's just kind of fun. This is interesting. We're in the loft. We're hanging with LAVS.
I want to know. So when you started BMX, right? I feel like you invented the foam pit.
Nah. Well, here's the deal. In '96, Woodward Camp did this really massive expansion because the year prior was the X Games. So Gary Ream, in his infinite wisdom, knew that, hey, this X Games thing, it's on TV, it's going to get big. So I'm going to build the world's biggest indoor skate park. And that was what became Lot 8 at Camp Woodward.
Old man still got it.
Woodward Camp had gymnastics and then skateboard and BMX and rollerblades. And no, I'm just kidding. I like who cares, rollerblades, whatever. But it had like the most regimented sport in the world in gymnastics with a bunch of yahoos. But when I went there in '94, right, I was like, why aren't people hanging out in this gym more often? Number one, bunch of hot gymnast counselors and instructors. Okay, so right there, I'm in the gym, and they're all in unitards. I came to ride bikes and meet chicks, and I'm done riding bikes. Like, I got into BMX because I didn't want to be macho, right? We were all BMX dudes because we were anti-jock. So I get into BMX, or I got into like alternative music, right? Because I didn't want to be with those frat boys. And then I find out when I go to the goth club that I wasn't goth enough for the cool goth kids. No matter where you go, there are cool kids that don't think you're cool. So I go to go to BMX because I don't want to be a traditional jock. And the next thing I know is like I'm playing in this foam pit because I'm like, hey, I don't have to get broke off. Awesome. I'm gonna jump into fluffy stuff. And one day when I'm 43, I'll be able to run. I'm 43, I can run. I was the world's first Nerf bike rider.
You know what,
and I don't give a shit.
There ain't no such thing as a Nerf bike rider because you did all those tricks on hard stuff. You just learned it into foam, which is smart.
That's it.
So you were the first smart bike rider. I myself didn't.
See, here's another thing that I believe in life, man. If you are secure in your talent and yourself as a human being, you welcome competition.
Yes.
You never were threatened. You're like, okay, I got to work harder. You gave me a job.
Yeah.
You saw that trick and you're like, hey, you know what? 360 flip? Here. Yo, you need to hire this guy.
This dude's bad.
Right. Mira never was bothered by, you did 360 flips, Kenan? All right, cool. Well, I'm going to learn no-handed 360 flips.
Yeah, dude.
See what I mean?
And I'm going to do it on a mega ramp.
Exactly. Yep. So it's like,
that dude is so bad.
But those, like, you always considered, like, number one, you were one of my best friends in riding and my best friends in life. Mira was one of my best friends. And you just both happened to be the best riders in your discipline. So you never really had that threatened feeling. But there are a lot of guys that hovered where I was at. I started knocking.
Yes, you were.
I started knocking.
Yes, you were.
And that upset the rest of the people who were happy with the balance of power.
They started hating.
And the foam pit was cheating. It wasn't cool. And dude, that's when I knew.
Now look at it.
It's the only way to go.
Now it's the only way to go.
I mean, look.
You can't. Compete. You
but
can't.
Here's the deal, man. It's freestyle.
It's freestyle,
It's
bro.
freestyle.
Everything's legal.
That's it. It's like you look back and you go, I remember being so bummed out. Now I look back and I love it. I love it.
Well, look at the importance of what you've done. The reason that all this stuff is going on is because of this guy.
Yeah,
it really is.
Me,
no, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. I don't care what you say, but if you wouldn't have jumped the bike into the foam because of the hot chicks in the gym that day, there's no possible way that the bike riding would be at the level that it is. because the slams were too great.
Yeah, the risk was too great. But I mean, now you got to go back to something. It's like, look, man, I wasn't saying that you had to ride like this.
No,
I wasn't like. I appreciate, every once in a while I see a BMX video, I see some super techy stuff.
Hey, I know Kevin Jones too.
That's them. That's what they're into now. But then, for me, I like seeing the Nitro Circus type stuff. But I got to tell you, I'm more into what I'm doing now.
And right now, you're doing what?
Camp Kenan.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm probably going to get bit in the face by this boa here. This is a Hog Island boa.
Tarcolis Bridge here, and I'm going to show you folks why this is a world famous bridge if you love crocodiles. Hey, what's going on? I got to close my gates, which are right here. So I just thought I'd show you this really cool little thing. As I reached around to grab the other gate, I spied with my third eye a little corn snake.
There have been two things my whole life that have seen me through. And predating bikes, which was the one thing, was reptiles.
You do.
I do.
So it's pretty.
So it's cool.
badass.
So we got, I do some work with local wildlife sanctuaries. I've been fortunate enough to work with different zoos. We're doing the YouTube videos. It's really cool.
I feel like they're fortunate enough to work with you.
Well, you're very
like
kind.
you are the guy, dude.
You're very kind.
No one loves animals as much as you do. They might love them as much, but not more.
Well,
guaranteed.
The cool thing is with the show, I actually go around and we meet other people that do love them as much as I do, and we highlight those people.
Badass.
And it's it's like I'm not trying to win a contest of who likes animal or who has the most animal. I don't care about that.
How many animals do you have?
Well, I got about 200 different turtles and tortoises.
200.
Right, yeah.
That you're responsible for.
That I work with in my home.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a good
That is
time,
sick.
man. So that's what we're on about.
So it's campkenan.com or
you can go to campkenan.com. You can check out our website, but if you go to Camp Kenan on Instagram and YouTube. More importantly, check out the videos. We travel all over the world. We're doing different videos, whether they be from backyards or the back country, stuff like in the desert and stuff.
Love
so
it,
it's cool,
man.
man. It's
Love it.
fun. I love you, man. I'm stoked.
You too, man.
All right.
Hey,
We've gone over.
hang in the LAVS. Yep.
Yeah.